As we ride along the road, all the land she knows, her sons and daughters, we will strive to defend our own, sacrifice our bones, all the land we call home. Resting head and heart upon the shoulders of those that you. Together we have strived.
Among the privileges you get is sometimes the honor to introduce people who are in power. In Brooklyn, in New York, it's my honor to introduce our president. Thank you, sir.
If I had a voice like yours, I'll be mayor already. Thank you so much. And I really want to, I was looking over the theme, which I thought was extremely powerful. And this year's theme, what can we become? And how do we get there? And I want to change it for just one moment. What have we become? And how do we get here? There is a level of energy that appeared to have come to America right after the election of Donald Trump. And sometimes people can do something that can take us out of character. And the energy in this country after Donald Trump's election, what have we become? And how do we get there? When Hillary Clinton lost, there was this level of anger that seemed to have been pervasive, not only based on the actions by Donald Trump, but even those who consider themselves to be on the left. And the day after the election, I heard the conversations of people, and they talked about how painful experience it has been, and how they felt, and how traumatic, and how people became mobilizing to move towards changing the country. And I said to myself, as they told me, where have you been? Because what a body of people felt in America when Donald Trump was elected is what black boys felt every time they were stopped and frisked on the street for no reason at all because of their ethnicity. But there was no mobilization. Where have they been? It's the same feeling that mothers who lived in Brooklyn and other communities for 35 and 40 years were illegally displaced by overzealous landlords. Where have they been? The same feeling when countless number of people didn't receive adequate health care. Unemployment rates were through the roof in certain communities. Where have they been? What they're feeling right now, people that look like you and I felt all the time. Where have they been? If history was correct and you go to the women's suffrage movement and Our grandmothers and great-grandmothers marched and organized to get equal rights to women all across the country when at the same time they didn't have those same basic voting rights. We cannot have a repeat of history. This is not about stopping Donald Trump. It's about stopping the inequality of people regardless of who's the president of the United States. And so the energy that they're mobilizing now to deal with Trump, they need to deal with to make sure that America is right for everybody. We're not doing this. No one understands that more than this great organization and this great community, the Guyanese of America. No matter who represents the Guyanese community in other parts of the country, everyone knows that Brooklyn is the Georgetown of America. Great leaders, great contributions, great organizations, and really personifies what it means to come to this country and participate in the American dream by showing how you bring your dance, your culture, your food, your intellect, your ability to improve what makes this country great. As what I say all the time, it is that hyphen, that dash that sits between our different cultures. That is our secret weapon. It doesn't matter if it's Jewish American, African American, Guyanese American, Trinidad, Portuguese, Japanese. That is our secret weapon. It's that dash that connects our two cultures. Where else are you going to be able to enter a courtroom and have someone with a beautiful tattoo escort you across the floor like I did here? When you start removing the culture from that hyphen, we will no longer have the product that makes us special and different. When you come here in Borough Hall and join the countless number of other organizations and groups who celebrate their culture, you are not saying that we are the best culture. You're saying we're part of the culture that makes this a great place to raise healthy children and families, both emotionally and spiritually, and most importantly, in a diverse fashion. I thank you for holding your event here. Day after you leave, the residue of what you bring to this borough is continuously felt. And you honor Brooklyn by using this business and this building to honor your awardees and to honor the rich culture of the Guyanese community. It's a great experience to be the borough president of the third largest city in America. It's a great experience to participate in this heroic experience. And I have the pleasure of honoring two of your honorees. And if the president, Mr. Cambridge, give me the permission to do so, I would like to give our proclamation to Mr. Eugene Williams, the Lifetime Achievement Award. Okay. Alex is going to receive him for me. Notice that my chief programming officer is Guyanese. So for Mr. Eugene Williams, on behalf of all Brooklynites, I salute Eugene F. Williams for establishing an exemplary career in cultural and performance studies as a theater artist who found his calling in great dance and establishment of Caribbean identity based on the cultural richness of the native lands. I applaud him for becoming a Ford Foundation awardee and a Fulbright scholar who has created the definition geography. I commend him for being a member of the Caribbean Focus and for having created courses in Caribbean culture performance which was designed to expose students in the cultural significance of ethnic rituals. I, Eric Adams, Brooklyn Borough President, give this proclamation to Mr. Eugene F. Williams.
On behalf of Eugene Williams, I'd just like to thank you for this proclamation, citation, and I thank you for coming, and I also would like to say that Eugene Williams unfortunately could not be here, but I know that he is a proud Guyanese and he's proud to accept this. So thank you.
And the next citation goes to Roger Young Bill Rogers Hines. Whereas, on behalf of all Brooklynites, I salute Mr. Hines for being known as a cultural ambassador of Guyana, who has established a singing career and has won many top-level awards across various genres, including calypso, soca, and others. I applaud him for being a distinguished performer who's known for utilizing drama in his musical performances and for using his platform as a member of Caribbean Vision Band to address public health issues. He has toured across the Caribbean islands in Guyana to promote positive health behaviors and combat domestic violence. I commend him for being a lead actor in dramatic performances and for distinguishing himself as a speaker who shares with others above his call of duty. We thank you and honor to give you this citation this day, August 29, 2018, Eric Adams, Brooklyn Borough President.
Thank you very much. I felt like an impresario. I want to say thanks so much for this wonderful award. It shows that I'm being recognized for my contribution to Guyana or to Guyanese culture. I want to say for many of those who do not know much of my dad also, my dad was the first Guyanese international recording artist. And he was the first Guyanese also to win a Trinidad and Tobago Calypso competition in 1937. Bill Rogers also won acclamation in terms of being the first Guyanese to put Guyana in the recording map by recording for RCA Victor Dubois Record Company, Camden, New Jersey, 1934. I hope I'm not taking much of your time. And he also recorded 34 of his original songs that, when you put together Attila the Hun and Lion, Roaring Lion in those days, who recorded for Brunswick at that point in time, my dad recorded 34 songs of his original songs, which was twice the amount, and that record stands up to today. So there are many other things about my dad, but it's about me now. And I want to thank the Guyana Cultural Association, and I want to thank Mr. Oswald for nominating me, I would say. I want to thank Ms. Claire Goring and many of the other committee members who acknowledge And let me talk in Guyanese terms. I was begging hard for this thing. You know, long now. And they knocking at the door long. And now me get through. But I want to thank you guys once again, and God bless each one. Thank you.
And Mr. Rogers, young Will Rogers, is also known for Shanto and chutney, not just soca and calypso, but Shanto and chutney as well, so, which is kind of powerful, crossing all those genres of music. And Mr. Lammy did not mention one other woman who shaped his life and who molded him, and that is our Sunday school teacher, Miss Smith, the tyrant Miss Smith of Miss Smith Sunday School. I've known him since then. I must have been about 5 or 6 years old. Miss Smith Sunday School. He went to Sunday schools. He had a good upbringing indeed. Now, the young man, you know what they say about youth. We have youth awardees in our audience, and we know that with all their accomplishments, with all their achievements, with everything that they will be recognized for today, we know that little boy, can you complete it? Little boy don't climb ladder, pretend big man. So enjoy your youth, Mr. Young Will Rogers, enjoy your youth, and continue to achieve. You're not a big man yet. You're not your father yet. Now, we bring to the stage, or we bring to the podium. Who am I introducing now, you see? I got so caught up in this, I know. This name is very special to me, Ten Pow. I'm welcoming Ambassador Ten Pow to the podium. He is the permanent representative to the United Nations, Guyana's permanent representative. But why is this name special to me? I was born in Ben Street, Workmanville. Across the street was the whole Ten Pow family, not this young man, the baker. I know all of them, Brenda, Jenny, all of them. We used to go to the corner, the wise around Ben Street, to the bakery, go in the back to see how they make the tennis rolls and everything. So, and then we would get in their car, Mr. Ten Pow would take us to the gardens and everywhere. So, I welcome you, welcome to the podium, our ambassador, our permanent resident, permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador Ten Pow.
Let me say, first of all, thank you to the Mistress of Ceremonies, Rosalind. I was not aware that we were connected in this way. The world is indeed a small place. I have to say that when you think of the name Ten Pow, you think of baking. My great-grandfather, who came from Fujian province in China, established the first Ten Pow's bakery in Blankenburg, west coast of Demerara. My grandfather was a baker all his life. My father was a baker, but with me, the baking stopped. I have to say that I departed from the family tradition. But I should tell Rosalind that the last Ten Pows who managed that bakery in Benton, the Road, that was in fact my dad. Let me say how gratifying it is to be here and to see this turnout to support this event this afternoon, honoring the awardees who have made such contributions to the culture of Guyana, in and out of Guyana. But before I bring you greetings, as I've been asked to do, I would just like to reassure the Brooklyn Borough President, the Honorable Eric Adams, that you do have the voice, and you do have the message. And I believe that in due course, you'll be hearing more about the Honorable Eric Adams. I'd like to thank the President and the Executive of the Guyana Cultural Association in New York, not only for putting together this event this afternoon, but the hard work that they've been doing over the years, the GCA online magazine that I devour as soon as it comes into my inbox and I share it, the many events that they put on periodically to keep Guyana's culture alive. I know how hard that is, and I know the kind of dedication it requires, the selflessness. And they do it because they love what they do, they love Guyanese, their people, and they love their country. So will you join me in giving the executive, the president of the GCA, a big hand, please? I'd also like to thank all those of you who come out regularly in support of these events. Without you, it would not be possible. And of course, the honorees this afternoon, congratulations. They say that the sweetest recognition is the recognition you get from your own people and your own country. And so as the honoree who spoke before me just said, whose father, his name I remember, that's his Bill Rogers, this is the type of recognition that he has been fighting for a long, long time. And finally it came through this afternoon. I hope that it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to fight and strive to be recognized. I hope that we can have systems in place, the GCA observing those around us, making their contribution on a daily basis and recognizing it at the appropriate time. I just want to leave with you one thought, and that is the observation of a very famous French philosopher, Jean-Paul Sartre, who said that a person is always the prisoner of the place of his childhood. So I'm from New Amsterdam, and I always consider my hometown, my roots to be New Amsterdam. And all of us have made journeys in our lives, in many cases away from Guyana, but our hearts remain with Guyana. The culture of Guyana is in us. And we sing with recognition of the feelings of a native song. And though I roam o'er hill and dale, o'er brave old Neptune's foam, o'er crags and rocks and mossy dells, I still will turn me home. And I think that sums up how we all feel about Guyana. There is something in Guyana, the place we were born, that gave us our being, that can never be erased. And I am aware that we are now about to embark on a period of Guyana's history where we see, as I said in my message in the journal, the contours of a prosperous Guyana emerging. And I think the work of the GCA, the work that each of you is doing, is all the more important, so that our culture that we've grown up with, that we've tried to preserve in our own ways, is not swept away in this coming tide of a new dispensation. Again, congratulations to the honorees, congratulations to the executive of the GCA, and congratulations to you who have come out to support this event this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you very much for President Adams and our awardees. Congratulations. Again. Sorry. Dancers, we welcome you back to the stage. Classic Dance Company.
As we ride along the road, motherland she knows, her sons and daughters, we will strive to defend our own. to build a nation so united. 6 hearts beat as one, forever undivided. As we ride along the road, all the land she knows, we will strive to defend our own, sacrifice our home, all that we call home. Home is the place where we call our own. Home is the place where we rest our bones when our gods are dry at the railroad's end. Home is the place where we start again. Home is the top of a riding speed, down to the rivers where the waters run deep. Home is the place where the legends told of gradual splendor and the riders go. Home is the place where 6 hearts met, sleeping together with the knotted end. Home is the place when you're tired and old, you can lay your back and rest your soul. As we ride along the road, motherland she knows her